The onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in week 4. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchdown. A run there on first down gets 3 up to the 28. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
On 2nd and 7, Lance. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
On 2nd and 2, Lance. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And they fake the handoff, now Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Second down and 5. From the gun, it's Lance. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. On 1st down, Lawrence. Buying time to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Lance now on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And some room to maneuver. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
Off of play action, here's Lance. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. Touchdown! A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Niners are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And that one makes makes it 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Lance to throw it. Going right side here, and that's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 35. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Hands it off out of the gun. Down to the 25. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. 59 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
2nd and 10. Throwing now is Lance. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Lance. Touchdown 49ers. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Play action. It's Lawrence. And this one is incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
On third down, Lawrence. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Elliott on first down, going to get about 3 before he's taken down. On play action, Lawrence going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh no. And their worst fears won't realize as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he returns this to the 22. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Play action, now it's Lance. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side. And all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now a play fake. Lance flush to his right. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he stopped immediately there. Cody Barton there to bring him down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. And Lance going to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together and maybe get into field goal range. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. He's going deep for Brown. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Niners are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Throwing right, and that's complete. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Lance looking to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw, it's Lance. That'll be complete to Sermon. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before half for Lance. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. And what's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action now. Lawrence. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Towards the end zone for Brown. And, that would get a wide-up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides, but to see the ball in a running back's hands, that's football for me.
From midfield now, Lawrence. He'll let this go for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
To throw again on 2nd down, Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Lawrence will throw. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide, usually going to pick up a holding call.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? From the gun, it's Lawrence. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They fake the handoff. Now Lance gets this one to Juszczyk. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Well, they certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Here's Lance. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now a handoff as they run left side. Room to run past midfield. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, 49ers. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category, and that deserves a couple exclamation points.
And that's a 2nd touchdown run of this game, and this one, add a high degree of difficulty to it as well. I'm absolutely marveling at how effortless he makes this look. I mean, let's face it, he had a long way to go, but how about the vision, the creativity with the football in his hands? It's really something to watch.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action with Lawrence. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence to the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there? You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
He'll get this to Elliott. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Out of the gun, it's Elliott, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short. And he didn't get there. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you punt the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 127 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. The Niners on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Lance now to throw. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. Now they try the right side here. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 3. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
On first down, Lance. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Lance. And right back to Kittle. This time he's got it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations, quite the accomplishment. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Lance to throw it. Flushed out right. This will be caught at about the 6. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. 2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Lance, a quick throw out wide, complete. Touchdown! George Kittle, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 59 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. Touchdown, Seahawks. Michael Thomas, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Boswell for the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Niners 35, Seahawks 21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. That one looks like he'll throw here. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, Lance. And he fires one, but incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
Late game situation, things seem to be unraveling just a little bit, and that's when you start forcing the football, mainly out of necessity. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete, nearly picked off.
Pass complete, Thomas. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores, want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. This will be caught by Brown. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And this incomplete. An excellent play downfield on the football. Might have had a shot to pick it off even, but it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On play action, Lawrence going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Boswell good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. And it's the 49ers who recover it, and that ought to just about do it. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. And now here's a carry heading left. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Now a handoff as they run left side. Finding room to the 20. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification. That's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. But you said 3 rushing touchdowns. And, of course, throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
He's going to let it fly. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards.
He's been a one-man dynamo on this drive so far, and you know the other receivers would love to get involved. But right now, his skill and his play has his team in a great position to put 6 points on the board.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for San Francisco, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Pittsburgh Steelers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers.